up, beautiful people? It is your baby mama, favorite baby mama, Stormy P, and this is another episode of Chocolate Chip and Sip, the modern day female perspective. Damn, son, back at it again. And we got full house today, y'all. We got Danny DeCane in the building. Hi. We got Kev the Kid in the building.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all's favorite, the one who doesn't know what to do when Cash Money Records takes over for the 99 and the 2000. We got Kookie Kyle in the building, y'all.
You get your ass to the dance floor. Get your behind to the dance floor.
Listen, it only took you 4 weeks, but you finally got it. I love this for you.
It's marinated now.
Oh, okay.
Is that a bad choice of words?
No, not at all. Not at all. So today's episode is brought to you by StormyP.com, ladies and gentlemen. If you would like ad placement or you would like to be a guest on Chocolate Chip and Sip, make sure you guys head on over to StormyP.com and get yourself together. All right. We want to hear from you. All you got to do is put the information in and we will get back to you. All right. Also, wherever you are listening, make sure you guys leave us a 5-star review. Now let's get down to business.
Yeah.
We got a special guest in the building today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Owner of On the Scene Notary.
Yeah.
CEO of On the Scene Magazine.
Oh, yeah.
Co-host of Sipping with Sammy podcast.
Tell me more.
It is Sonny Brick, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Woo! Yeah.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I've been so excited to sit with you.
Put your lips on the mic.
Let me get a little closer. You know I'm good. I am good at that. So.
Hey,
And so it begins.
Just trying to fit in where get in where I fit in with myself.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes. No, but I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much for having me because, you've been on my platform.
Yes.
And I couldn't wait to sit with you and,
Yeah, man, you were supposed to come up with Sammy, but I like this better. That means I get to annoy the both of you separately. So this works out great.
Never an annoyance with you. You already know. Never an annoyance. Never.
I'm actually really, really, really excited that you are here because I'm not sure if any of you noticed if you're watching on YouTube, but I got a tan and I feel like Sonny's so bright that you'll definitely notice it now. Yeah! So I hope that they can see it.
But guess what? I got a tan too. So you already know how bright I used to be. Like you
is looking a little bronze, girl. I thought I was rubbing off on you or something.
Yes, I just got back from Mexico like 2 days ago.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I had a ball.
Roundabout number. How many margaritas do you think you had? You got to guess.
20.
20. I don't know. Give or take. 20. I don't know.
Exactly. Yeah, give or take 20.
So you told me you like to drink brown.
I do.
So today's drink of the day is Tullamore Dew. I don't really know much about brown. What were you talking about?
More like a Douce, a Henny. Yeah,
so you like
my favorite is
cognac?
I should have said cognac.
Yeah.
But it's all good. So I'm not in a sorority, but I call myself an AKA because I do any kind of alcohol. So it's like,
okay, you know what?
I'm good. I'm good.
I love this for you.
Yeah.
I love this,
but
for
it's
you.
actually good. So it's actually I'm not really the biggest whiskey fan, but some of them, the ones that are good, are amazing, and that one's actually really good. I like it.
Bet.
Yeah. So thank you.
Well, I wanted to jump into a few things today, and I wanted to do a segment that we haven't done in a while, and it's the dickhead moment of the week, y'all. Dick. Yeah. Dick. Spoiler alert, it's me again. Dick. And it's unfortunate. Like the last few times it has been me. I'm the dickhead, but so y'all know I've been trying to be purposeful with my pussy. Right. So I feel like sometimes the Lord will use animals.
Oh no.
Okay.
Dick.
To speak on his behalf. Okay.
Oh,
and he will use these animals to step in and send messages on what you should and should not be doing.
Keep going.
Okay. So I feel like this was one of those divine moments where the Lord interceded on my behalf via an animal.
Interceded.
So, not gonna lie, y'all, I've been on a dry spell. Haven't really been sexing. It's cobwebs. Like I was down bad, right? So I'm like, oh, fuck it. Let me just hit up some old work, right? So, me and this person have a great relationship. We understand where we are and where we aren't.
Right.
And
that's important.
We're hanging out And things are happening. I'm like, all right, well, I know why I came here, so I'm sick of hanging out. It's time to do what I came here to do, right? So me and this person's dog have a great relationship. Like, we just we lay up and we play, and it's great. I love this person's dog, right? So I lean over, and this person is kneeling on the bed. He has one of those floating beds, so he's kneeling on the bed. I'm laying on my stomach, full sniper mode, slobbing the knob. Okay. I thought the dog was coming over to like nose me.
Oh no!
Because that's what the dog does. She noses me a lot.
Right.
So I'm in full sniper mode, slobbing the knob. The dog comes over and starts slobbing the knob too.
No.
I said, well, I hear you loud and clear, Lord. I'm up out of here. And I put my clothes on and went home.
Yeah. I'm traumatized.
Yeah, so this is definitely one of those times where the Lord interceded on my behalf via this dog.
Yes.
Because he knew this ain't your purpose. This isn't what we're doing. You've been working so hard for these months. Don't throw it away.
So that's what I was saying before. Remember earlier we was talking about purposeful, and you was like with your pussy, but I was saying you gotta be purposeful with the whole anatomy, because I kind of meant like your mouth too, because it's kind of like you don't.
Yeah, the Lord meant my mouth too. He said, "No, we're not doing this shit. You ain't doing nothing. You are on a break."
Rough though. It's rough when you gotta go through them. It's rough.
I think the initial shock is what took me back. I had to like pause and like not move, and like how you have like flight, fright, or freeze. I froze. What? Flight, fright, or freeze. No, flight, fight, or freeze.
I never heard of that. I just heard of flight or fight.
No, it's a third one.
Yeah,
it's flight, fight, or freeze. Yeah.
Flight, get out of there. Fight here, or you just freeze.
You just move, yeah. So I just froze. The downside of me just freezing, it gave the dog more opportunities to get licks. I don't know.
That is a very interesting story. So do you think that was the first time that has ever happened?
The crazy part is, this isn't the first time a dog has interceded on me having sex. Go ahead, Dan.
I think this is very important. Now, what was his reaction?
That was my next question.
He was just like, the dog's name, stop.
He ain't like,
well, yeah. He was like, the dog's name, stop. It was like nudging the dog.
That's not enough. Like,
right?
That is. I feel like this dog is trained to do that. Like,
don't do that, because that makes me feel even worse.
Also, what was the tone of the order?
Oh no. He was livid.
Oh, okay.
He was livid.
It's like, stop.
no.
Dog's name,
Don't
stop.
do that. Stop. Come on, you be drawing. Like, no, it wasn't that. No, it wasn't that. It was very Ike Turner. That's what it was. Very Ike Turner. But one time I was riding this guy, and his dog came up right behind me and licked my butt crack, like just right in the middle. So I don't know. I got something with dogs.
They got something with you.
I was about to say.
If I'm a bitch, just stay there. Damn. So yeah, that was it.
Interesting. That's a really interesting story.
Thank you. So long story short, I'm back to not doing anything. I tried. I gave it a try, but now I'm back to not doing anything. Mm-hmm.
That was like American Pie-ish, by the way.
It really was.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yo,
Did that actually happen in one of those movies?
It was like one of the direct-to-video sequels.
Yeah.
What happened?
I think he was trying to jerk off with a peanut butter sandwich, and then the dog
came right up and wanted the peanut butter. Yeah.
Oh God! Now that makes me wonder what y'all be in the house doing. Now I have to have follow-up questions. But yeah, that's it. All right, next segment. So now we're going to move on to dirty definitions. So this is just stuff that I learned throughout the week. It can be a sexual position, it could be a kink, it could be, something with the anatomy, anything. Okay? And already I've forgotten how to say that word. The dirty definition of the day is acrotomophilia.
You didn't say it right.
Yes, I did. Acrotomophilia. Acrotomophilia. Yes, I did, Kyle. Shut up. It's acrotomophilia. Okay. So this is when a person experiences a strong sexual interest for amputees. They look at amputees as objects that they can use for their sexual desires. They are mostly attracted to the physically disabled because they feel it's easy to control and use them as sexual objects.
Huh.
I hope y'all got sunny face just now because my girl was going.
I'm like, that's a thing? That's so messed up. Like, that's fucked up. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you though. You ain't never seen none of them nubs.
Huh?
Like, sometimes the nubs be nubbing.
Now, is this like
I can't.
You want the nub like inside you? You want to just feel the nub? Like
I just want to touch it.
I'm not gonna lie, right?
That made me sopping wet.
What you think the nub is gonna be good for?
Fucking
Penetration?
yeah.
They some big ass nubs.
That's the
Not
thing.
all the time. Like, say like if my wrist gets cut off, this is like a dick. This is dick size.
Okay.
If I get like my left hand amputated, this
Right.
is like this is a nice little dick.
Okay.
That's a nice little dick.
This is a nice size dick.
I feel
Right, it's not a nice little dick.
smaller
It's a nice-
than I ever had before. Just saying.
I mean, like, this is like, you would buy this. You would buy this. Yes? No? Shut up.
That joint would be kind of
Yo.
big. And then it's a nub too.
I'm just saying, y'all tap in. I just wanted y'all to know these things exist. This is a kink. Acrotomophilia. Dan?
I will say that there is this one girl I follow on Instagram. She is smoking hot, but she also has a nub on her leg. But I followed her mostly because she's hilarious, and she like she makes jokes about it. Like her handle is Stubbs McGee.
That's funny.
And I was just like, all right, yeah, no, I'm in. Let's go.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking clever.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it at all.
She embraced it. That's dope. But geez Louise, that's a new term. I'm taking that one home. I'm taking that one home. I'm gonna talk about that one. Oh, that's my turn for the week too now. Can I borrow that?
Yeah, hell yeah. Acrotomophilia.
That's what I
learned this week. Boom. Hell yeah. So switching gears a bit, Sunny, you are married
I am.
and you are a mother of 2.
Yes.
So I'm not sure how tapped in you would be into this, but I did want to discuss some things with you, right?
Okay.
I wish y'all would stop giving up the coochie so easily.
I so agree.
You're making it hard for us. You are
Make it hard
making
for a real one.
you are making it hard for the real ones. Like, now, if I decide that I want to, especially now because I'm being purposeful with my pussy,
Right.
if I decide that I want to hang out by link up 3 and the first 2 haven't even been in your house,
Right.
after, the 3rd link up, you're expecting me to come to your crib. Like, no, that's not it.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's never it. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ding dong. We out. My mom's calling. So I actually used that one time, right? So back in my heyday, I used a ding dong. My dad's calling because it was just like too small. I just didn't want to deal with it.
Hold on. I feel like we're talking about different things. hold on.
I'm talking about the ding dong. I went to the ding dong. Like, you was like, ding dong, like, this not it. And I used the ding dong to say this not it, too. It was for a different reason, though.
So you faked a call?
I just was like, my dad really needs me to go home. I just got to go. I don't even know why I'm here. I got to go.
That's not okay. Why would you put that in the atmosphere?
Because my dad did want me to come home. I should not have probably been there.
No, really. My dad really did want me to come home.
I probably shouldn't have been there. Like,
Yeah.
you know. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I just used the ding dong. The ding dong reminded me. I was like, I got to go.
I never feel bad for the times that I've been like, oh, I can't do this. There's an emergency. I only feel bad when they follow up with, hey, everything okay with your grandma?
Yeah, he didn't follow up. Now that you say that, he didn't even follow up. So he didn't deserve it anyway.
Oh, well, fuck him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, how dare you? How dare you attempt to get some of this prize punani, and then when I tell you I'm having an emergency, you don't even check up on my perfect health father.
Coochie.
God damn
I
it.
did not allude to the fact that he was ill in any way. I just said my dad needs me. I have to go. Like,
Little did he know, Dad just needed a pack of cigarettes.
no, my dad was strict as shit. So my dad, I just really had to get the fuck where I was at. Like, I just had to get from there.
Immediately.
Even if I was grown, like when I got married, I was like, Dad, you cool with this? You sure? I'm pregnant. Dad, you all right with this? I'm having a baby by my husband. You okay? You cool? All right.
Not your husband.
Like, my dad was strict, like super strict my whole life.
So speaking of your husband, last week we was talking about why men cry when their wife is walking down the altar or walking down the aisle. Did your husband cry at your wedding?
Not really. I can't say no. It was like one little solid.
He let out that thug tear.
That one thug tear.
He was yelling at it.
That's
Get back up in there.
That's exactly what it was.
Like Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
One solid tear. One solid tear.
Oh, how long were you guys dating?
Too long. 7 years.
Well, okay. So what is an appropriate time?
I think 7 years. I think we've known what it was 5 years earlier than that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just told him, like I was about to leave. Like I thought I was like, did you have the place mic'd? Because I just told my stepbrother if we wasn't doing that and I was out, and then you proposed to me like 2 months later. I was like,
wow.
Oh. Like, what you doing in there?
Maybe it was like maybe he was waiting for all the women to fall off his Hofax, like a credit report.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
Yeah.
You're probably right because he needed that. He needed to hold up. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta, start off fresh,
7
brand
years,
new.
You're right.
Yeah. You don't think that people fall off your Hofax?
Hofax. Absolutely.
I do. I believe it, and not just because it's like, oh, let's get everybody more bodies. No, not like that. I mean, like, technically, you shouldn't be having the same sex you had year 1 as you were having year 7, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like if you're having 2 different types of sex, you're living 2 different lives, and you have 2 different mindsets, them people back then don't count because that's not who you are now. So I really do think that people fall off your Hofax.
Okay. I feel like people that didn't matter fall off your Hofax really quicker, like easier. Like they don't even matter. Like you're not on my, you're not even reported. Like you an accident that wasn't reported. Like, like you ain't even on there.
I also feel like people with the same name fall off your Hofax.
Correct. They're one person.
You are one person. You are one Mike. You are one Brian. You are one person.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree with you on that one. I don't care what year it was. Y'all all listen.
And
you got the earliest expiration date.
Yep. Whoever is the first Brian, that's when all y'all expire.
Listen.
Yes.
It's called FIFO, man. Get the hell out of here. First in, first out. Go.
Listen. Don't talk to me. Talk to Experian. That's what they told me. So that's it.
I like it.
That's it.
I like it.
So
that's a good one.
Y'all are so fucking annoying. Dan.
Yes.
Do you use toys in the bedroom?
Now, do you mean like Hot Wheels, Barbies? I mean, I got the little tech deck, and I'm like riding on her boobs, like.
Yes. Then, full slinky on the titties.
Ooh, I haven't tried slinky on the titties.
I got a slinky on my table right now.
Yo, I thought you was going to say I got a slinky on my titty right now.
That's what I thought she was going to say.
Like, what?
She came prepared.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a star student.
Very psyched.
Give me my A now.
She knew where she was going. Okay, yeah. Do you have your own toys?
So besides, I forget what the name of it is, but that one that Kevin and I think Kyle, you eventually got one too, right?
No, I'm still waiting.
Oh, okay. But besides that, no, I do not have any toys for the bedroom.
Okay. So if you go to a girl's house and she has her own toys, would you be willing to use the toys she already has in her house?
That's a good question.
Like on her? Yeah.
Yeah. No, on you too.
Oh.
Like, say she already has a cock ring and it's like not in the packaging. Would you put that cock ring on?
As long as I have some assurance that it was cleaned recently, like if there's a tag on it that says, like cleaned on, was August 4th.
You want this shit to look like a walk-in freezer. You want everything labeled, everything like to the side in the right place.
Well, hotels now. That's how hotels look now. And then the remote controls come wrapped up. So that's funny.
I've recently randomly thought about this time where I'm all for toys, but I don't like using everybody's toys, right? Mm-hmm. So one time I was with this guy and he like pulls out a stainless steel bullet, right? Sure. But it's not in packaging, like it's already been open, like it's been used, right? So I'm like, I'm not really feeling it, right? Like I don't want to use it. And he took this stainless steel bullet.
Did you go wash it off?
No, he put it in his mouth And he was like, it's clean. It's stainless steel. Like, I disinfected it. Like, it's good.
He's an idiot.
I hope y'all see Sunny face.
Stupid!
But
You're so stupid!
so he takes the bullet and puts it in his mouth, and he was like, no, it's clean. I cleaned it. Like, it's good. It's stainless steel, right? So
I would have rather him drop it in a shot of liquor.
bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, also like a disinfectant, right? So I'm like, yeah, no, I just don't feel like that's the same thing. And he was like, it's the same thing as when you go to a restaurant. You don't go to Del Frisco's and you just say, oh, I don't want to use they forks. You use they forks, you trust them to clean it. And I'm like, I just don't think it's the same thing.
Absolutely not.
No.
So would you have felt better if he got up and went to like the sink and washed it with some like hand soap?
Certain things I just don't want to use.
My point.
Like, I don't know what other words to say it. Like, and it's not the same for every person.
Right.
It's just certain boundaries I don't want to cross. Like, and it's, I would hope that everybody felt that way.
I'm with you. I don't want to use anybody else's toys. Like, if anything, like, let me bring my toys to you because they mine. Like, but they probably feel the same way.
That's what I was about to
Let's go
say.
get our own toys. That's why we keep stuff in the packaging.
That part.
She's got a whole bunch of shit.
which brings me to my next point, right? So I also had a man wrap said toy back up in saran wrap, right? And put it in a box. And I'm like, this isn't new. Like,
So if he was smart, he would have kept the packaging and just
Yeah.
there. But they not that smart, so.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm just saying, if he was trying to act like it was clean, like, why would he put in saran wrap? That was for you. Like, it's clean now.
because you know I don't play that shit.
And I'm keeping it clean. Like,
Negro, Dan.
That was gonna be kind of messed up. Are you sure that like he didn't just buy like a new toy for everyone like he was with, and
So a
then
whole
just
bunch
like
of bullets.
kept like the essence of whoever on that toy? So
or what if he mass bulk buy and just had a drawer of bullets, like just a whole bunch of like every one was fresh, like because he bought it in bulk. Like,
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up. That's disgusting.
now, actually, here's a question. This is probably more towards Kyle and Kevin right now. So in high school, my one friend Jimmy, I maybe shouldn't drop names.
God damn! Jimmy sitting at home like, what the fuck?
there's so many of them.
That's true. There were a lot of Jimmys in high school. So he got a fleshlight, and then they passed it around amongst my friend group. I never used it.
Sure, Dan. Sure.
I never used it. But, they always, the thing was like, oh, yeah, I put it in the dishwasher. It's fine afterwards and whatnot. But,
No!
yes.
No!
Okay. So, speaking of putting it in the dishwasher, I know women who will put all their toys in the dishwasher.
Do
Like,
they work after that?
yeah. Right? Because, a lot of them are, waterproof. But I always wondered,
That's what they
you
eat.
put them in with, like, the spaghetti pot? Or, like, how does this work? Kyle?
Okay, dishwasher is safe for the plastic, but for the silicone rubber part,
Right.
that's not going to work. Also, it has to penetrate that entire 9-inch. I know a little bit too much about
How do you clean your
fleshlights.
toys?
I think you might have one.
How does
It's-
everyone clean their toys?
I don't run my fleshlight through the dishwasher.
He uses a garden hose. He's just out there every Sunday
me out!
afternoon. Waves hi to the neighbors.
That shit can melt. I know too much.
Okay.
I have a half chub right now.
I do mine with Lysol wipes, or I'll do mine with the Dawn dish detergent. Because
The antibacterial one is the one I use.
if it can clean these muddy ducks, it can clean these muddy fucks.
Yeah. So listen, I'm not even big on toys. I do have this one amazing toy. And I use the Dawn, I think it's Dawn. Whatever one has it's orange antibacterial one. I think that's Dawn. But yeah, that's the one I use. So I don't know.
Okay.
I never was into toys though. Like this one toy recently got me crazy.
Is it the rose?
Yeah.
Ah.
That was the only thing that I never liked any other toy ever. I just never worked.
Do you experiment?
I have.
And it just nothing ever did it for you.
I mean, it was it's cool.
It's alright.
But Dad was like, shit.
And you know what? I really felt like kicked off the rose. That lady that left that review talking about how she came so many times she needed a Gatorade and was dehydrated. ever since like that review, everybody was just like, oh, I gotta try this. Then it just blew the fuck up.
So I actually never saw that. I just was like, I think one of my friends who like I really was having problems. I'm like, girl, I'm so jealous. She's like, girl, I got like she won't answer my phone calls. She's like, I was busy. I'm like, all right, I know
I'm
this.
busy pleasuring myself.
Right. So I'm like, girl, I can't do it. Well, like, I can't. I just can't. So that's the one thing that worked.
I ain't mad at it. So you being married, I was having a conversation with my other married friend, right? And he was talking about how he had to sit his wife down and be like, yo, babe, I get in my feelings sometimes because when we go out, you look amazing.
Okay.
You are dressed to the nines for the world. But I only see you like that when we go out. When you in the house, you got a bonnet on. You got a holy shirt on. Like, you just look homeless. Like, I want to see you look nice, too. So, I wanted to know what your take on that was.
I completely agree. That's why I always...
Lips on the mic.
That's why I always... Oh, there you go. I always change my hair up. And I sleep pretty. Like, I don't even sleep in scarves and stuff like that too often. So, I always switch it up. And I always... Yeah, I play... We don't necessarily role play per se, but I'm always a different person to keep them on the stool. So yeah.
I feel like that meme when it's like when Bay say he want to see other people, and it's just like women changing their hair, like, and it'll turn you into a different person.
Listen, I change my hair, I change my makeup, I change what I wear, I change how I act, like all that.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed this message. I hadn't even thought of that. Like in my mind, I'm keeping my hair tied up because I wanted to look nice.
Right.
Like I never thought of, damn, he is seeing me looking like Halle Berry and losing Isaiah more than he's seeing me look like Halle Berry and Swordfish.
Yeah, my arm might fall asleep, but I sleep just like this.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do bonnets and scarves matter to y'all? Dan, Kevin, Kyle?
I was thinking about Swordfish.
Them Yetis look nice.
Pretty good.
Swordfish.
Bonnets don't bother me at all.
Is it because you're bald?
I don't know how one affects the other.
Okay,
but
all right.
no.
How about on a consistent basis?
Yeah.
On a consistent basis, like every day, you probably would get tired of it.
No. And I don't worry about the looking nice inside the house and looking, or not being made up inside the house versus outside when we go out either. And it's just because I know that it's, she cares about how she looks when she goes out in public.
I prefer the stink.
I prefer.
Yeah, so that stuff doesn't bother me at all.
Dan?
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if she decides to dress up at home, like, it's great and all, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know, especially, if we're, like, in that shared space. I mean, if we're living together or whatever, like, I don't know, just seeing a person makes me happy, so, yeah.
You know what I felt like? The Progressive commercial. When they be like, you can tell when somebody's getting like the parents. So I'm not trying to be like the parents. So I just try to always keep it.
Ladies, keep it fresh.
Yeah,
Take your bonnet off every once in a while. Your man deserves to see you looking nice at home the way everybody else sees you looking nice on the gram or out in public. Give your man a treat this weekend and take your scarf off.
Do it.
Yeah, hell yeah. So one of our favorite things to ask people here at Chocolate Chip and Sip is, what is the worst date that you have ever been on?
So I learned a very valuable lesson on the worst date I was ever on in my life is to drive my own car. Never.
Y'all are so petty. Y'all are so petty.
I've never,
so petty.
ever ridden in somebody else's car after this happened. Ever.
Really?
No.
So a date can't, from then on out, a date could never pick you up and like have a full date experience. They just have to meet you at whatever the location is.
Yeah, I mean, until we get cool, like until we get good, but like not when I'm like just getting to know you.
First
like,
date is a no.
First date is absolute no. First 5 is probably a no.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this guy said he was going to take me to a haunted house. We drove around the city. He came and got me. We drove around the city for a little bit. And
Eastern State Penitentiary?
Where were we? It wasn't Eastern State. It was when they had him down like Delaware Avenue. It was somewhere down Delaware Ave. And he was supposed to take me. So we went towards South Philly. And he just kept driving around. I'm like, all right, come on, let's go. So he drives to his house. He's like, this.
This is a haunted house for real.
Right. And it was sketchy too. It was real sketchy. But I was like, I thought we were going to the haunted house. He said, this is the haunted house. I'm like, it looked real sketchy. So I was like, nah, I'm cool. Like he was trying to, again, get me Obviously.
Hold on. This man told you we're going on a date.
Yes.
The date is to a haunted house.
Yes.
Y'all drove around the city for a bit, and then y'all pulled up at a sketchy house.
He didn't even take me to get anything to eat.
At the time, did you know it was his house, or you thought it was just a sketchy house?
I knew it was his house only because he was like a friend of the family. So I knew it was a rented block. So it kind of made sense.
Yeah.
I'd never been to the house before.
Girl, what happened?
So he was trying to get me to go in the house, and I wouldn't go in the house. And he basically drove off and left me.
In front of the sketchy house?
Dick.
At like 1 o'clock in the morning at this point. Because we got together at like 10 o'clock to go to the house.
Powerful niggardry at work.
Yeah, so, took him a little minute to beg me, and I told him no. And once he finally was like, all right, obviously she's really not coming in, he pulled off and left me.
Hold on. This man left you outside of a sketchy house at 1 in the morning.
Yes.
His dick gonna fall off.
It probably did by now.
That's the type of karma that comes to you after you do something like that, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So good thing he didn't know, but my little brother lived around the corner. He didn't know.
Yeah.
But I just called somebody that I knew, and they just picked me up. But still, like, it was 1 o'clock in the morning down South Philly.
Dan.
Like 20th and Wharton.
So wait, you said this was his house?
Yeah.
Where the hell was he driving to?
Dan, I didn't even think about that. Where did he go?
He just left. I don't know, but at this point, I'm not sticking around to find out. I don't care, because all he wants to do is, he just wants my, no, I'm cool. No.
What? Did you ever speak to him again?
No.
He was a friend of the family. You ain't never seen him at a black party, no cookout, no bat mitzvahs, no
He went to like
christenings?
jail or something like that after that.
Hey,
for a long time.
Whoa.
For like a long time, at least 10 years. Like a long time. I don't know. It was like at least 10 years. It was a long time.
Hold on.
He went to jail very shortly after
Vicious.
that. That was the karma, right? He went to jail like shortly thereafter.
Now, what if he pulled off because he was trying to protect you?
And do what? How was he protecting me?
From whatever he went to jail for. See?
Nah, it wasn't that kind of thing. No.
See? No?
No.
Oh, fuck him.
He just left me because I wasn't giving him the...
Oh, shit. Now, when he was asking, like, yo, baby, come in the house. Was he was like, yo, I'm a little parched. Come in for a drink of water? Or
No, it was like, come on, can you just come in the house? No.
And he never said what he wanted you to come in the house for. He didn't even try to finesse
That is
it.
the haunted house. No, that was the haunted house.
He never even tried to finesse
No.
it. Was it at least like a ghost on the outside of the door? Like some
No.
cobwebs? Anything?
No.
What the fuck?
A dark house that looked like the haunted house, the haunted mansion.
What? I hate this for you. I absolutely hate this for you. God damn, what would I would have done?
And I had a crush on him for a long time too. That's the
those be
crazy
the
thing.
ones. Those, you know what's crazy? I should have known you had a crush on him, because if you didn't really like him like that, by the time the first 10 minutes went by and he didn't say where the haunted house was or where y'all was going, you'd have been like, yeah, you can take me the fuck home.
Yeah.
But because you like him, you gave him that leeway.
And I knew him, like he wasn't a stranger. And driving around was like for half an hour, probably like 20 minutes. It wasn't a long time. It wasn't an extended period of time, but enough time to get from West Philly to South Philly and not go to Delaware Avenue and drive down past Young and come back up. Like that kind of time. Like, you going the wrong direction.
Wow. Can you just come in the house?
Yeah, I didn't go. And I never talked to him again. Yeah.
Is he still in jail?
I don't know. I don't even ask about him now. I used to ask and see, like, was he still in jail? He might be. I don't know.
What if he wrote you a letter right now? I
would
apologize. What
burn
if he
it up.
hear this and he sends you a letter like, I'm so sorry.
I would burn
When
it
I
up.
get out, I want to take you to a real haunted house.
No, I'm cool. I burn that joint. No, I'm good. I am good.
So
That was bad, wasn't it?
that was bad only because I'm a little disappointed at the lack of effort. You didn't even fucking try.
No,
you
you
didn't even
didn't.
try to fool me. Like, at least make it seem like you ain't just trying
I mean,
to
you
fuck me.
didn't even get me nothing to eat. Like, we didn't stop and see the city. We didn't do nothing. Like, you just literally picked me up, drove a couple extra 8 to 12 blocks, and then went to your house. Like, there's no effort at all. Like, you didn't wine and dine me.
No.
You didn't, like you said, finesse me with this. And you wasn't getting none anyway, so I don't know.
Was it even Halloween time?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it was. It was. I wanted to go to the haunted house.
I wanted to be scared. Little did I know I was going to be abandoned on the street in a
Really
dark
scared.
alley, so I was really scared.
I got what I wanted.
See, look,
Be
God,
careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
won't he do it? Amen. God works in mysterious ways, y'all. Amen. So I wanted to get to the edible portion of the show.
Ooh.
So the edible portion of the show is when people write in questions and they ask us for advice, and we just give them answers and all types of cool stuff, right? So I have a few this week.
Let's go.
So first, how do you deal with a partner that isn't pleasing you fully in the bedroom, but has everything else you're looking for in a long-term partner? Especially if you've already discussed your sexual desires and they basically said you just got to accept that they aren't that type of person. Their sex drive isn't as high or as kinky as yours. And I feel like you're married.
I am married, so and I don't know how people feel about this, but I think that nobody is perfect. I think that maybe you have to get some toys for yourself, even if your partner can't please you. Maybe you have to do something on your own. But I think that I understand a lot more often than a lot of other people that nobody is perfect. And so what captured my attention, or what really triggered, was that it said that they're great in every other manner except for this. So many other people will want somebody that is perfect in all those ways, even if they lack in that area. So I think that you should just, for me, like, I'm appreciative for what I do have, because it's people that don't have it. And you might have to do something on your own. Because if they're not willing to change, it's not going to change.
I feel like a big part of relationships is compromise.
Correct.
If you're
That's the word I didn't use that I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Correct.
If you're not willing to compromise, you honestly shouldn't be in a relationship.
Correct.
And I'm not saying you always got to bend over backwards, but you have to respect each other enough to compromise.
And people confuse compromise with settle. Settle was not compromise. It's like meeting somebody in the middle. Like you said, they had everything else. So
I think that, it's important for her to understand that your feelings are valid, and you wanting to be satisfied is also valid.
Absolutely.
If she's not willing to do all the things that you want to do, let's try slow stepping it. You can't just wake up one day and be like, yo babe, I was thinking you should let me get in the frisking position and you just eat my ass. You can't just start there.
No,
that's
baby
not how exactly. So if you're trying to get into some different things, ease her into it. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's interesting to know also if it was male or female. So male appears that it's a male. So it's a little different too. So toys and stuff are, I think, a little more effective for a woman than it is for a man. I think the men don't have as many options. They have toys, but I think men don't maybe utilize them, or might not want to.
I don't think men are, and I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong.
Because we're not men.
Because I'm not. I don't got a ding-a-ling. I don't think that men are.
That's good to know.
The fuck? This fuck's so funny, Kyle. I don't.
It was funny that you felt like you had to mention that.
I don't think men are as willing to explore into different toys, right?
Correct.
So you don't have to just go get a fleshlight, right? Y'all could start with cock rings, or you could do ball and gags. Y'all could do like Fuggs. Y'all could do sensory play.
I was about to say, y'all could even do like scented, or like you can
massage
oils and things like that, because that's an easy way to start up, because for somebody that's not really into as many other things, especially the ones that are taste that have certain taste, what are flavored.
Lingerie, dick sucking mask. There are plenty of things you can do. Like, just start venturing out and try to make her comfortable, and baby steps is what I would say. Definitely baby steps. So next one. What's your ultimate fantasy?
Mine? Having sex somewhere that everybody can see but nobody sees.
Ooh. Like in the middle of a festival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just, or it was even so like the resort, like we had a balcony and we were in the middle of everything, and so everybody could see but nobody was really paying us any attention. So it was interesting.
Bruh, I want to get fucked on somebody's balcony so bad. This shit has been on my bucket list for like 4 years. It can't be this hard. I'm about to answer one of these old men in my DMs and just get my shit off. Like, I've had enough.
No.
I've had enough.
I hope they don't have a dog.
PWP.
Oh, y'all thought that was funny, huh? Fuck y'all.
You already know this if you got a dog.
Fuck all y'all.
Lassie jumping in. They joining in.
You know what? First of all, fuck all y'all. Second of all, actually, my ultimate fantasy is to have a threesome with 2 bisexual men. I want us all to fuck each other.
That'll be interesting.
What?
I just want to nibble on a nice pair of shins.
What the
That's my fantasy.
What?
Y'all hilarious.
I just want to hump a leg to completion.
I just want to watch.
Y'all be thinking I be joking when I say I'm gonna quit. I'm really gonna quit. Like one day I'm just gonna take my headphones off and walk the fuck out and never come back. But okay, yeah. I'm glad we all got okay, fuck all y'all. That's it. So next. What's with men not making eye connection during sex? What's with men not making eye connection during sex?
Let's hear from the men first.
I lock eyes. I stare deep into the soul. So I have no problem making eye contact.
Kevin, he's so romantic.
My nose touches the nose of the other person. It's like really close.
Okay.
So you feel like you're cross-eyed when you
No,
do that.
my face is just dead cold, and I'm just staring just the whole time. Just
What? That's the thing. So
I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Dan.
What is wrong with you?
I noticed that the other day too.
That's the thing. I feel like
no problems with it.
I think I'm kind of like a guy because I don't look in your eyes either because I feel like you're going to really snatch my soul if I'm looking in your eyes. So I can't look in your eyes. Like, I don't. Or I feel like I might snatch their soul too. So it's like a lot of soul snatching that I just don't want to happen. So.
I was going to say, I feel like it's the opposite. That, like, it seems like women don't want to stare and, like, make eye contact.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't.
Well, I've found that to be more the case of what Kevin said. If the relationship is not seasoned yet,
Like new.
like the eye contact happens at some point if there is an extended period of sex happening.
I don't know. I've been married for a long time. I still don't look in his eyes all the time or often.
Is he looking at you? Do you know if he's looking at you?
He is. I mean, I might glance at him, but I'm not like engaged. I'm not staring at
He
his
like,
eyes.
bitch, you don't see me? Dan?
So I was gonna say, my previous girlfriend, that like, honestly, like the best times, like when it was like, we were really like in sync, and we were doing the do, and
Doing the do.
Mountain Dew, and it climaxing and getting to that point and whatnot.
Dan, what the fuck?
Mounting the dew.
Yes.
Yo.
Anyway,
His diet.
damn it, I don't do diet Dew. Anyway. Anyway, when it was starting to get to the more intense moments, like she would actually like purposely like
Pull your face.
like grab my face and like make eye contact, and that was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was actually kind of
It's
like
intense.
a
It
really
makes it
big
more
like
intense.
it was a big like intense like turn on because it was like we were actually like locking because we didn't do it like we didn't lock eyes that often, so the fact that she's like, oh, let us it was just kind of a powerful moment.
I think there's different reasons for sex too. I was about to say sometimes we do that too, but sometimes it depends on like not reasons, but there's different types of sex.
That's a good point. So she asks, what's with men not making eye connection during sex? I think that, like Sonny said, it depends on what type of sex you're having. If this is somebody that you've been in a relationship with for a long time, I feel like you're not just having casual sex. You should be having like something on a more intimate level. So if they're not looking at you in your eye, I feel like you can be like, yo, look at me. But then in the same token, it's like, you also have to be willing to, like, when you slobbing knobs, look up and look in his eyes.
Right.
Because it's going to take it to another level too.
Like, I think it's a difference when we fucking making love. Like, it's so different. Like, when we making love and we're intimate, it's definitely a connection.
That's one of the reasons why I'm being purposeful with my pussy now. Because, and I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but like, it's so easy to have sex.
Correct.
I want to be intimate with somebody now. Like, I'm not really looking to just bust a nut anymore. Like, I bust enough nuts. I can make myself come in like 15 seconds. Like, I'm good on that.
Right.
I want to be intimate with somebody. You know what I mean? And you can't do that with everybody.
Right.
You can't connect with everybody like that. You know what I mean?
Excuse me, cousin.
For cussing.
Oh, yeah.
Bitch, what?
Oh.
What?
Because he said doing and do, and I'm like, oh, I just said the F word.
You ain't hear me talking about sucking dick when a dog hopped on it? Right. What? You ain't hear us talk about fucking eating ass
Right.
in the frisking position?
But some words you can actually say, and some words are just like really derogatory.
No, I edit them when I put out the clips, but we curse on here. It's
We don't
fine.
care.
Yeah.
No, I just.
When he said doing and do, I was like,
No.
Oh no, that's just because I'm weird. Like,
no, you're all good.
So,
you're all good.
long story short, if it's somebody that you are intimate with, the next time you guys are having sex, grab his chin gently and then just look in his eyes. And bend your head a little bit so that you're looking up at him, creating more of a submissive look. It's a better way to ease into it.
It does. I agree. I really agree with that.
Yeah.
You're right. You're great. And actually, a man said that because he actually said that was one of his most intense moments. Was with that moment.
Not gonna lie.
Boom. There you go.
I need to bust a nut.
I confess my love to my lady. She says it's too much.
Jesus Christ.
Coochie.
Listen, we're here to help, guys.
That's so sad.
We're here to help.
Wait.
She.
He already?
What's that?
I
What did Kevin say?
I confess my love to my lady. She says it's too much. How to make her tone it down? Anybody?
Wait. Tone down what?
I'm just saying what this says. I confess my love to my lady. She says it's too much.
Oh.
How to make her tone it down?
How to make her tone it down?
I don't know. That's what this says. What y'all think?
None of this
Down the
makes
volume.
If it's too
Any
much, then
sense.
maybe he needs to tone it down.
Yeah.
Or maybe say, how should he tone it down?
I think
Yeah.
we don't have enough information to know how long
Right.
these people have been together.
Like, yeah, if this is like, this dude is like, oh, I love you after a week, like,
If you need a place to stay, just say that.
right.
Right.
No. All jokes aside, if you are in a new relationship, sometimes the honeymoon phase will allow us to feel things that aren't fully true. And you may be, just excited and comfortable with her, but that doesn't mean you're in love with her. You might have a love growing, but that doesn't mean you're in love with her. And I know it's hard, especially when it's new, but just try to, like I said before, ease her into it. Everything is just baby steps.
It was, but yeah. So you said, so not that it's not true. I think that people feel differently for each other. So his feelings may be valid, and she's just not at that in a different place. They're two different people. So that person, he might be ready and fully in love, where she's like, I'm still not ready. I'm still in whatever place I'm in. So you have to be open to understand that everybody's not where you are and doesn't think like that.
And it also depends on what she's coming from too,
Right.
because your past experience will dictate how you're moving forward.
Right.
So next, what turns you on more? Intelligence, physical connection, fire sex, or fire conversation? You can't have both.
For me, is intelligence, which actually is a fire conversation.
Exactly. I am more excited about someone that I don't have to carry the conversation with than I am about somebody with good looks. Like if you can teach me something, I don't give a fuck if you're teaching me about quality control.
If it's like I can learn, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not into looks at all.
Yeah, I don't care if you're teaching me about fucking rebar. I don't care. If you're teaching me something, I value it way more than the sex. Yeah.
I agree.
Rebar like construction and shit?
Like in concrete?
Yeah.
Kevin, teach me about rebar.
Yeah.
So rebar is when you put it in the concrete.
So the last one. I'm in Cali and I'm trying to find a sugar daddy who is diabetic.
What?
Go to the
It's a Splenda
dialysis
daddy,
center.
actually.
You got to go to the dialysis center.
You feel me? Where are they hiding? I'm trying to quit my job.
Anywhere where sugar is, but one is a dialysis center, so they be waiting for their rides.
I need
Seriously.
that insulin pump.
I'm dead serious. You got to go wherever the sugar is. Like, I'm just saying. But that's a very interesting. That's almost like the Acrotomophilia, whatever that one was. Like, that's interesting.
Acrotomophilia. I don't know. We
whatever
said it right at the beginning.
That word, it just reminds me of that. That's a very interesting
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
interest.
Do you think he actually meant diabetic, or was it an extension of the word play on words?
I think she just meant like she ain't
sugar
gonna have
daddy.
to be sucking no old ass dick. That's what I think she meant.
But them old men want they dick sucked too.
them old men sometimes want their dick stepped on too.
And they take Viagra and all kind of stuff. So don't think just because you got an old man that you're not gonna be. He don't want you to get that work. Trust me, them old men want that work. So you just better have a good conversation. Again, back to the last question. You need to have some intelligence and fire conversation. Get you out of the way.
Sometimes old men want stumps to stump their.
They probably do.
Been looking for
Yeah.
a stump for show
That probably be enjoyable for them.
Get a stump job.
I hate it here. I hate it
love
here.
when you put your stump in my gums.
See, I was about to ask you what you had to add, but now no, we don't need to. We don't need. No, we don't.
Stump gums.
So
Something for everybody.
as a retired sugar baby, I'm going to tell you the best places to get you a sugar daddy, right? If you're more of an online person, you can go to Seeking Arrangements or Seeking.com.
Yep.
It's also one called Luxy, right? And regardless of what site you're on, I always suggest getting a membership, right? Don't do it for free. Now, I know you're like, why would I do it for free? Okay, it's going to be more women on there doing it for free than it is women who are, you know, actually investing in themselves. Think of it as a form of investing in yourselves. And when you pay for these memberships, you can pay for different benefits. Like you can pay for, you're only looking at profiles that have been verified. So these people that you're looking at, everybody gonna say, yeah, I make $500,000 a year. Yeah, I make, you know, X amount a year. Yeah, no. When you pay for your membership, you're really only going to see the people that backgrounds have been verified that this is what they're making per year.
Right.
You know what I mean? I also suggest all your pictures should not be you and your asshole. If you want a nigga with money,
Right.
you need to
present yourself a certain way.
present yourself as a woman with money, or else you're going to be looked at like, oh, that's just a fuck. I'm gonna hit her up and say, hey, this is how much I got. You want to fuck or not, right? But if you like, you got variety and you look like, oh, she goes to, you know, happy hour where all the doctors go, and she's at the fucking lawyer conventions. Okay, cool. I could fuck with her. I could take her out in public. You know what I mean?
That's a good suggestion. Is conventions. Conventions is a good one. So whatever area you're in, that's definitely a good one. And even like golf and country clubs, because you can relax. there,
Heavy
so.
on the golf. Yo,
Yeah.
Sunday morning, wake your ass up, put on a tennis skirt, and go to a country club or a golf club. They are there, okay? And if you got a whole bunch of friends that are loud and ratchet, don't take them with you. That's
It's better that you go alone anyway. It's better that you go alone because people are going to strike up a conversation with you. You won't be distracted and they won't feel like they're interrupting you. So when you're on that type of mission, it's better to go by yourself.
And just like Sunny said, Google lawyer conventions, Google biologist conventions, charities, all that shit. The niggas with money is there. Believe me, they there. So yeah, that's it. Those are my
There's a lot of
suggestions.
people with new money too.
You got to be careful with new money because
But they willing to waste it right now because they ain't not used to money. I see a lot of them wasting it.
that's when you got to decide: do you want longevity or you just want some quick money?
So it depends on what they want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people right now, I feel like, unfortunately, is not looking. They don't even think about longevity. That's
No.
the smart way to think about it.
No.
Most people don't think about it like that.
Hell no. All right, Sonny. I was asking Dan for the time. As soon as I asked him, he said 5 minutes, bitch.
Time to go.
So did we miss anything? Was there anything you wanted to talk about?
No. You are always enthusiastic and entertaining. So I had a good time. I was just trying to get in where I fit in.
Hell yeah, drop these socials, girl. Let us know where we can find you at. Tell me about Glockware. Tell me about the fucking Sipping with Sammy. Tell me
Yes.
about On the Scene Magazine, The Notary, all that.
So I'm a very busybody, but you can absolutely always follow me on The Scene Magazine, onthenSceneMagazine.com. We have On the Scene Notary, onthenSceneNotary.com, OTSNotary.com. You can follow us. I'm also a co-host on the Fly Girl Fridays at Glockware, the greatest station in the nation. They've been there for over 20 years. We've been there cultivating and enriching people, developing people. It's just an amazing space to go to. So Glockware.com as well. I'm also half at Sipping with Sammy. You can find my co-host was just here
Yes.
recently. Sipping with Sammy was here, Sam Malone. So you can check me out there every Thursday on YouTube. And every other platform you can find podcasts. And I'm Sunny Brick, and that's where you can find me. Wherever you want to find me, you can catch me. All those platforms.
Hell yeah. If you want to connect with Chocolate Chip and Sip or even Try Jam Studios, you go to stormyp.com and get in where you fit in, okay? Maybe not Try Jam Studios. I think they have their own website. Y'all got your own website?
Yes, kind of. It's
been under construction for like 3 years.
Okay, well then, yeah, just, I would say DMs, but they're...
Well, contact us on Instagram. We actually answer them now.
That's a good line. I like it.
You want to tell us what the Instagram is, or you just want to...
It's just at TriGem Studio.
Okay. If you're in the Philadelphia tri-state area, Jersey, Delaware, you're looking for some quality places to record, definitely hit them up.
Definitely
What?
Dope studio.
What?
He was looking at me real hard about that.
Oh, yeah.
No, this is just my sex look.
Yo.
Well, I want to look too.
Follow me on the gram at Stormy P, PEA, at Chocolate Chip and Sip. And remember, Stubbs get fucked. Love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Peace.
Oh.
Eat my booty hole.